And hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us on the Night Team tonight. I'm Doug Proffitt. New at 11, the Texas man who allegedly threatened U of L football coach Jeff Brom and his family is out of jail on bond after being arraigned here in Louisville. This is 38-year-old Brian Mandel of Corpus Christi, Texas. He was extradited to Louisville this week and arraigned just yesterday. He was released from jail today after posting his full cash bond of $100,000. His next court appearance is now set for February. Police say the alleged threats came into Brom, family members, and quarterback Miller Moss after the Cardinals' overtime loss last Saturday. A Jefferson County grand jury then indicted him on 7 charges, including terroristic threatening and attempted extortion of over $10,000. Now, once again, here's the statement we got from U of L this week about all this. Quote, "We are aware of the recent indictment of an individual who issued threats directed at our head football coach, his wife and kids, members of his coaching staff, and student athletes. The safety and well-being of our students, staff, and community remain our highest priority." That from U of L. Now we move to our other big story for you tonight as we show you live right now your government, live from Washington. Yes, it's now back open, up and running, but the big question really is how quickly. The shutdown is over after 43 days, the longest in U.S. history. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers back on the job, hoping soon to be paid as well. Here at home, there's still a waiting game of when those full SNAP benefits will return to people in need in Kentuckiana, and the demand for food is still so great, as we just saw tonight. WHAS 11 Night Team's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Levi Hammer begin with a fundraiser in southern Indiana.
Oh, I'm just putting out the sponsors onto matching with the table numbers.
As we're in need of support, we're hosting an evening of joy.
Hope Southern Indiana holds its biggest fundraiser event. The event is meant to continue supporting its outreach, including its food pantry that's been working double time since the government shut down.
This doesn't seem sustainable.
Becky Romans, the executive director, says they may have doubled the amount of people they've served in the last month due to the loss of SNAP benefits, while also giving more food than normal. She says that need was growing before the shutdown.
So we were able to provide about 4 weeks out of the 6 weeks of groceries that they needed, only because of the community's generosity.
After President Trump signed a deal to reopen the government after the longest shutdown in history, a question remains.
I thought when, and I think a lot of people thought when the money would actually land on the SNAP cards. That's what we're worried about.
Our sister station in Indianapolis reports some SNAP recipients received partial benefits earlier this week from the state. Indiana officials are working to give out the remaining amount as soon as possible. Roman says their supply can keep up with the demand for another few weeks. In Louisville,
food is a huge thing, obviously, but yeah, period products, diapers.
In the corner of 1020 Brewery in Butchertown, a food drive organized by a group called Joan Effect continues, even after the government has reopened.
These food pantries need food, whether SNAP's in business or not, so that doesn't stop our initiative here.
Katie Piazza, the founder and CEO, says they will continue to collect food up until the Thanksgiving holiday, all while benefits start to roll out in Kentucky. Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 Night Team, on your side.
If you or someone you know is in need of food, or if you want just to donate to help out, just text the words food pantry to us at WHAS 11. That's our number on your screen, 502-582-7290. We'll then send you back an immediate link of our full guide right to your cell phone. And a major turnout, long lines at the Dare to Care Food Bank in Louisville tonight. We noticed this event honored the legacy of Bobby Ellis, whose story inspired the founding of Dare to Care more than 50 years ago. The Dare to Care staff and volunteers tell us 50 years later, it's the same spirit of the community coming together in times of crisis.
And so anything we can do to make somebody's life just a little bit better, especially around the holidays, we're willing to do that. But everybody's been super appreciative, super thankful, and that warms my heart to make somebody, help somebody make somebody's day. So.
This is the second annual Bobby Ellis Food Giveaway. This year, the event expanded to include a community health fair recognizing the deep connection between food and health, held at the Calvary Baptist Church on 28th Street, right in the Parkland neighborhood. Also today, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear talking about the government shutdown ending, specifically talking about those SNAP benefits. He's hoping to give people their benefits as soon as possible before the holidays.
But we're coming out of the shutdown. What's most important is that the people in Kentucky get the help that they need and that no one goes hungry, especially in a month where we celebrate Thanksgiving.
Governor Beshear continues to say Team Kentucky is ready to process those benefits as quickly as possible once they receive clearance from the federal government to help Kentuckians who rely on SNAP. Right now, new tonight on the night team, U of L Health is laying off and cutting its workforce. U of L Health operates 9 hospitals and 4 medical centers right here in Metro Louisville. The nonprofit organization is cutting its workforce by less than 1%. And they say this is part of an effort to, quote, modernize the delivery of health care across its system. In a statement, U of L health officials say, quote, impacted individuals have been offered transfer opportunities into open positions elsewhere in the organization. This move will help leverage the strengths and opportunities as a system by removing duplication to ensure continued investment in patient care, our people, and our communities, end quote. U of L Health did not specify how many positions are going to be eliminated or when these changes will take effect. Now to another story, brand new right here on the night team. Changes for the annual football tradition in Louisville that is 3/4 of a century old. It's the Juice Bowl in West Louisville, a tradition for several West Louisvillians where kids and teenagers get into the heart of the sport. This year, they're celebrating 75 years at Shawnee Park. But this time, it's being organized by a different group and sponsored by a different Metro Council member. The night team's Jose Alonso explains for us tonight.
You know, I'm an old man now. I'm 77 years old, okay? But, hey, the Juice Bowl is a major thing for us here in the West End.
The annual Juice Bowl has become a historical staple for proud West Louisvillians like Lamont Marshall Sr.
But I didn't compete myself because I was probably about 12. It's a tradition. It's been doing it for over 75 years now. Each generation, you know, they get older, they retire from playing football or whatever, but their kids and grandkids, you know, keep it going.
For 75 years, the Juice Bowl has taken place at Shawnee Park. It's been supported by Metro Councilwoman Donna Purvis of District 5, who represents the area.
Whatever I could help them with, like porta potties or what have you, that's something that, you know, we would provide them with.
This year, new organizers obtained the permit to host the annual event, which brought some confusion if the games were being moved to Flagey Field Park by the previous organizers.
They may have been looking to have their own event of the original Juice Bowl. They may have been looking to possibly have their own event at Flagey.
That plan has been retracted, and the Juice Bowl will go on where it's always been, at Shawnee Park, but under new hands and sponsored by District 1 Metro Councilwoman Tammy Hawkins.
The community said that they just wanted to see so much more, and they asked me if I would support that, and I did just that.
Hawkins says this year will include a kids zone with bounce houses, and they plan to feed every player.
I'll say this boldly, you know, the past few years, the Juice Bowl, it was more police presence than it was people.
As far as the parade, previously organized by Purvis.
I have not worked with anyone from this new group of organizers. No one has reached out to me and asked me anything about, you know, putting on a parade.
Although the march may not go on, families are getting ready for another community celebration. In Louisville, Jose Alonso, WHAS11 Night Team on your side.
And the annual Juice Bowl tradition will kick off at 8 a.m. Thanksgiving morning and will run until 2 p.m. This year, an old school car show will also be featured. The vehicle deemed the best car will get a $1,000 prize. Tammy Hawkins says there are 10 vacant spots left if you wish to sign up.
The resolution is adopted and Mr. Harness remains.
And with that, at the Metro Council meeting tonight, Ed Harness is reappointed as Inspector General of Louisville. Metro Council members voting tonight at the Louisville Metro Council meeting to approve his reappointment, with 14 voting yes and 12 council members voting no.
The issue is about the decisions that have been made and our concerns with those decisions that actually can reduce the credibility of the CRAB board if they continue.
I just want to say I wouldn't want to see no one else in this seat besides that Harness, trust, transparency, bold, and it's what the community would want to see.
Last month, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg nominated Ed Harness for a second term. Tonight, Republican Anthony Piagentini of the East End was one of the 12 who voted no. You heard him speaking there. Councilmember Democrat Shamika Parrish-Wright and Democrat Andrew Owen were among those who voted yes. Happening right here tonight, the Metro Council also failed to pass tougher new rules on local massage parlors in order for them to get a license to operate. Last month, LMPD shared a video of what they say were unregulated massage parlors. According to city officials, it's an issue that has been growing around the country. Just a few weeks ago, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg announced the creation of a new city task force designed to combat human trafficking and exploitation at unregulated massage parlors. Republican Metro Council member Anthony Piagentini voted no, saying, quote, "The current regulation, the current law is far more egregious, 0 exemptions. It will be devastating to the industry if it were implemented today, and it should have been implemented 15 years ago," end quote. Last month, LMPD confirmed that they have identified 30 to 40 of these illicit businesses out of the 375 total massage parlors in different Louisville neighborhoods. Today, LMPD's new downtown headquarters getting a more official look in downtown Louisville with new signage being posted outside. Take a look at this. This is 6th and Chestnut. It is the vacated AT&T corporate headquarters building, now the big new home to LMPD. They are also right across the street from us, so we say, welcome neighbors. In late September, the department officially celebrated its new 200,000 square foot headquarters right there on West Chestnut Street. It sits on almost 5 acres of land. The chief says the move-in process began this fall, but will slowly finish over the next 2 years as construction continues. On the night team, the growing call to release the full Jeffrey Epstein files. More than 200 lawmakers, including Republicans, saying it's long overdue to know everything.
And to our weather, we had a taste of winter early on in the week. Our first hard freeze of the season, our first snowflakes as well. We're expecting high temperatures in the lower 70s by Saturday. I'll let you know just how long these warmer temperatures will be sticking around coming up in our 7-day forecast. Here's a check of today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots. Mega Millions, $965 million. Powerball, $546 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.